This is the San Francisco Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, and Transgender Community Center. I come here a lot for community meetings, and the rooms and halls are always bustling with activity. Some of it political, some social service, and all of it community building. On Tuesday, March the 10th, I caught up with the center's executive director to find out about their work, and to talk about what it means to build LGBT community.
What's your name?
Rebecca Rolfe.
And what are you doing out here this fine, windy afternoon?
Talking to you about the San Francisco LGBT Community Center.
Can you tell me about the LGBT Center?
Sure. We are the only center in San Francisco that serves the entire community. So we work with everybody in the community, every age, race, class, culture, neighborhood, geographic area. And we also are unique in that we work across all different issues that impact the community. So we work with youth issues, economic empowerment, workforce development, arts and culture, really the full spectrum of issues that impact the LGBT community.
Rebecca went on to talk about the significant gains we've been making recently for civil rights. While we're busy ramping up the movement for equality and investing a lot of our resources in it, there remain some significant pockets of discrimination inside of our community, particularly with youth and trans folks. I wanted to hear more about the direct services our center provides, so I met up with some of the youth staff and interns.
Hey, what's your name?
My name's Carlos.
And what are you doing here at the LGBT Center tonight?
I'm a youth program intern, so I work here part-time.
Can you tell me about that internship? What are you doing?
The internship's really cool. Basically, we work with marginally housed youth. We provide two programs. One's meal night, which is every Tuesday, and we provide food and movies and games and for just youth to come and chit-chat. And every Friday we have a program called Free Your Mind, which is an arts and crafts night. People can, paint, draw, pretty much whatever they want.
I also met up with Beck, one of the youth program coordinators. Beck told me about some of the young folks who have come to the center for help.
I had someone come in a couple weeks ago who was from Colorado, and she was a trans girl, and never before had she been to a big city, and never before had she been in a room with other queer individuals and actually felt supported. And so for her it was really impactful, and she said that it was one of the most life-changing moments of her lives because she realized that there were in fact people like her out here.
Beck invited me into Youth Meal Night to see their work firsthand and to talk to some of the young people involved.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Jasmine.
And what are you doing out here at the center tonight?
I usually come for a youth meal night or the art group on Fridays.
And tell me about Youth Meal Night. What's it about?
It's pretty much just a place for youth 24 and under. We all get together here and have dinner and stuff and meet up. A lot of times it's where we meet to make our plans for the night and stuff.
I also met Joe, who left his home and family in Michigan about 3 months ago to hitchhike to California.
What's going on in this room? Like, what is Youth Meal Night about?
It's about coming out and it's a safe alternative to, boozing and drugging on the street and all that, and it's just a lot of fun hanging with your friends.
Jasmine grew up in Orlando, Florida. I asked her about the differences between her life there and her life here.
I mean, I miss it. I didn't like it while I was there, but I miss it now just because everything is so much easier and it's so simple, and it's not as difficult or as stressful, as some of the bigger cities I've been to. But it's not some place that I could live now because it's dangerous.
How is it dangerous?
I could get killed walking down the street as a transgender woman.
If you don't want to talk about it, that's cool, but why did you leave Michigan to come out to San Francisco?
Because Michigan is so conservative and my family is homophobic, and California has kind of been a place that's been drawing me my whole life. So I came here and I even came out even further. So.
And when you came out here, did you have friends here or family or anybody?
All on my own.
And I think that that's how a lot of youth come to San Francisco, is that they get exiled from their families. There's some kind of family conflict, and they leave their families and their hometowns, and what they do, anyone would do naturally, is to find their community. And for the West Coast, that's San Francisco. So we see people from all over the country here every week, and I think that it's really important that we start supporting them. Jobs, engagement with the community, affordable housing, especially.
Tell me about some of the difficulties living here in San Francisco. Like you said, there are things that are easier in Orlando. What's more difficult here?
Finding a job. In Orlando, it's one of your friends works someplace and they're hiring, and they're like, oh, well, can I work there? Well, come with me and let's talk to my boss about it. You know, out here, you're looking for a job, you have so many more people to compete with.
Not all of the young people that come out here share these same problems. Some of them live with their families here in San Francisco and come out looking for fun and friends.
And why is it that you come out here to Mill Night?
I don't know, to see my friends, hang out, talk a little bit, play some games.
Beck told me about the network of services provided by partnering organizations in the community, like the Center, New Leaf, and Larkin. When the youth come back week after week, they begin to tap into these resources and find jobs and housing.
I think really though that the power is in the culture, and I think the power lies in all the youth being able to get together. I think that's really
Awesome.
I think that's one of the most impactful parts of our program is that the youth get to be around each other and that they have the knowledge of their own community, that they're feeling seen, that they're feeling heard.
As we give ourselves fully to the movement for equality and civil rights, keep in mind that we have a community to take care of as well. Young queer folks come here looking for a better life, and they find it extremely challenging to meet their basic needs. We shouldn't have to choose between freedom and safety on the one hand, and food and housing on the other. Please give to the LGBT Community Center and support the work they're doing to embrace our entire community.
I have to say I am really drawn to the sense of possibility both here at the center and within the community. I think we are at a really dynamic moment in our history. I think there's an opportunity to build and create a lot of things. I think there needs to be more vision in the community. I think we need to have a stronger vision of what is it we're trying to achieve. We know what we're fighting against, but when we achieve those things, what will it look like and how will the world be different because we're here? And that to me is a really exciting conversation and a process that I'm really excited to get to participate in.